Rhythms. Life has different rhythms, doesn't it? The moment we wake up, there's a different tune, a different rhythm. There's a gentle slowness in rising from bed. There's the music of the morning birds. Then we expose ourselves to all different kinds of sounds. I keep saying that repeatedly, that you and I are music sensitive. After all, as vibrating energy, as a bunch of particles, millions, billions, and trillions of cells, we are a collection of vibrations, all moving at different frequencies, and the music we expose ourselves to during the day determines the harmony, the symphony that we become by the end of the day. Are we a melodious song or a discordant music? Is all determined by what we expose ourselves to through the day. When we tune into people, tune into their conversations, we buy their music. Unknowingly we absorb everything, all sounds, all words. We borrow from the clutter of the traffic. We borrow from the humming of the bird. We borrow from the sound rustling through the leaves of a tree. There's tremendous sensitivity and borrowing of music and sound to harmonize with. We are in sync with our environment. I hope you get the drift and the fact that you and I are vibrating to our neighborhood, the company we keep, the words we listen, the tunes we hum, the thoughts that buzz and resonate in our heads. All of this electromagnetic energy that we create and that we feel, that we sense, that we absorb, determines the rhythm of our day. So, at any given point, with this freedom of choice, we absorb particular sounds and we respond to them. No wonder we resonate with certain people, their ideas and their thoughts, and we love their company. The fragrance has a music, the breath has us tapping our own heartbeat. No wonder their smiles are the perfect violin to which we tune our hearts and we sing. There is music, there's abundant proof that we are vibrating. How about going by the ocean shore, listening to the waves come at you? Pulsating rhythms of ebb and flow and crest and trough, everything is music. Your favorite songs, for that matter, they're tunes that live inside of you because your cells have imprinted them onto their own skins. And we reproduce those tunes and rhythms absolutely on demand. If we are so vibrationally and musically inclined in our lives, we got to be selective to what we pay heed to what we lend our ears to, the kind of news, the kind of words, and the kind of sounds we want to welcome. And there is always the soul to filter it through, There's that inner voice that guides us, what sinks, what really sits well with us. And we choose that vibe, don't we? So continue to do that. Turn towards the music that heals, that feeds your soul. All it takes is knowing that your joy, your happiness swells like a wave inside of you. It rises like a beautiful wave of anticipation, and we just follow that blissful wave, allowing it to wash all over us, and tuning into the music that helps us serve that wave of joy. Through the day, run away from music that doesn't come in sync with you. The harsh voices, the critical, hateful, deceitful, the unwelcoming, the unhappy chants. Steer clear of what pulls you down and go towards what lifts your spirit. You know it. I know it. We're naturally attracted to those musics and sounds. We can choose the waves we want to ride today. And the whole universe is providing us exactly the music we want. There's a frequency of this earth, too, subtle, gentle. There's a frequency of the white noise around us. There's a vibrational frequency that we fail to pick up, but it is intrinsic to us. And once we slow our waves down, the brain waves especially, when we slow them down into that meditative state, magical things open up to us. Miraculous visions of beautiful, gorgeous landscapes, and imagination triggers into this meditative bliss where we find resonance with the divine. Everything has a frequency key, and all it takes is tuning into it. And every breath, every minute, we have the choice to choose our music. The one we create, the one we dance to, the one we synchronize with, and the one we welcome into our soul. The beat of our heart, the flow of our breath. All these beautiful frequencies we choose. We can be deliberately gentle, flowing, or we can be rushed, labored, stressed. We can feel the pulse in our arms, on our wrists, without even touching it. It's a inner body awareness that I'm talking about. And this is only about being aware of yourselves in every walking, waking minute. It's about a knowing that I am in this dance of life, vibrating, oscillating, choosing my frequency today. and my own rhythm. And if you've ever thought carefully, this intrinsic rhythm is known. And very recently, I made this admission to someone that most of the years of my life, I've been trying to match myself, my vibrations, to someone else's frequency. And that's been one of the key flaws, mistakes. That's the source of all restlessness. Stay with your frequency. If it's higher, if your pace is quicker, adopt that. If it's slower than what your immediate surrounding is pushing you to, just go back to your pace and do stuff at that pace because you know it. Your rhythm, your speed of doing things, of moving your hands, of walking, of completing tasks is your own. Choose your timeline as time is a myth. Accomplish at your own pace. Never ever sacrifice the smile and the rhythm and the synchronicity that you can sense in your bones. That's what calls you to be you. That's the dance of authenticity to a very inner music. And it's not something that someone else forces you to follow. It comes naturally to you because it's an intrinsic choice. Stay with your song. Discover your frequencies. Welcome the music in you that you love. It's like blossoming flowers. It's an orchard of symphony. Stay with your music. Start looking for it now, tuning into it, and you'll find abundant peace and joy and calm. And there's a vastness of space that is created within your being around everything that you do, and you will feel a homecoming, a true